Purple Cinderella. Hi, Miss Lillie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. And how about you yourself?
Right, well, thank you for asking.
That's good.
Miss Lillie is here today to tell us a little bit about the Purple Cinderella. What is the Purple Cinderella?
The Purple Cinderella is me, and it's my life story. And the reason that I named it a Purple Cinderella is because purple is my favorite color. And my childhood was somewhat like Celie in the color purple.
Okay.
You know how Celie had Mr.? Well, all through my young life, I had several misters. And also, the reason why I say Cinderella is because my sister and I were slaves to my step family. We were slaves in so many ways. The cooking, the cleaning, even made to lay on our backs. So that's why I named it the Purple Cinderella.
And how did things like that affect you as a child? What age did the abuse start?
The abuse started with me 3 going on 4.
Okay,
That's
so
when they
there you
moved
go.
in, and it was like immediately once they moved in, it actually started.
And how do you think it affected you? Like, especially at the younger age when you were a child, first experiencing, I guess, the abuse and molestation. What was that like? Do you remember?
It affected me in so many ways because as a child, I didn't know how, and I didn't understand what was going on. And as a child, you think it's supposed to happen. If something it happened all the time, I got used to it. I accepted the pain. I fell in love with the pain. And that's the thing with abuse. When it started happening all the time, you somewhat just feel like, okay, this is supposed to happen. Hey, this is my life.
You hit her back.
I don't remember that.
You hit that lady back and you got suspended.
I remember I was so bad when I was a little kid, but I was bad because I was acting out from the sexual abuse. And Tasha, I'm so glad you mentioned it because like last year, 2013, my sister had to refresh my memories. I was like, oh my God, I did do that. It's a lot I tried to suppress and not remember.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh Lord, I hit Miss Whitney, the principal.
Yes,
Oh my
ma'am.
God.
You did. She hated you too, Lillie.
She
didn't like
lady
you.
whooped me. Tasha, I got a whooping every day. I wouldn't cry. I couldn't cry for nothing. I was so bad in dealing with, and I didn't. As a child, when you get abused, you don't know how to deal with abuse.
Yeah.
I didn't understand abuse. I just didn't understand it. Oh my God, Tasha, I hit Miss Whitney, the principal. I bet she see me now, she'd be want to beat me again. That lady whooped me all the time. I got the most whoopings in that whole doggone elementary school.
Yep, you did.
Oh my God. Sounds crazy. And because what was happening to me, God was letting me know something wasn't right when I was young because I would act out. I would go to school, I would fight every day. I would get suspended. As soon as I would get off the bus, I would want to start a fight.
So you would have been probably pegged like a bad
I was
kid.
labeled a bad kid, and one of the principals
Correct.
at my elementary school, she labeled me the bad kid. She didn't like me, and because I didn't really know better, I should have known better because my father made us go to church all the time,
Okay.
even though it was hell in the home.
Right.
But even like, for instance, the principal whooped me, I hit her back. That's abnormal. Kids shouldn't do that. But I was only acting out from what was going on at home.
Absolutely. How about like grades? Were you a good
My
student
grades
as far
were,
as,
be
like,
honest, my grades was good. That's the craziest thing. I had good
Right.
grades,
So you like to learn
bad.
and you like that, and you just were lashing out.
Lashing out, and I didn't know how to react to what was going on. If you having sex and people doing all kind of things to you, touching you in places, putting things in places where it shouldn't be, something inside to tell you this is not supposed to be happening, but you don't know how to deal with it. You don't know how to respond.
Right. You
don't
have been shown the reaction that I'm
Yeah.
supposed to have to
Yes.
what I'm being subjected to.
Yes.
Now, how do you feel that like knowing God, your relationship with God, helps
The relationship with God is so important to me. That's the most important thing, the most number one thing that's important to me. God is before my child and before me. If I did not know God, I had something that happened at 38 years old. It was a pivotal moment for me. And some people don't understand when I say it's a pivotal moment for me. But if I did not know God at 38 when I was thinking about committing suicide, I wouldn't be here sitting in this chair.
But actually, brought up 38, I know you have said that at 38 you got your slipper back. Can you
Yes.
elaborate on that? Like,
Yes.
what does that mean?
What I mean by that, at the age of 38, I got my glass slipper back. And what I mean by that is I got my life back. But I got my life back through prayer, through Christ. And it's important for people, whatever the devil has taken from you or people have taken from you, you get all of that back. Even you get back tenfold. Get your glass slipper back. Don't let them steal your joy. Don't let people take your happiness. Your happiness is your glass slipper. Because once you lose happiness, it can take you to a bad place and you will think about doing the worst things. People may disagree with me. A lot of people, when they go through stuff, either they're going to think about committing suicide, or they're going to think about hurting someone, or they're going to think about doing drugs. Or you can be wise and fall to your knees and pray and get your glass slipper back. I chose to fall to my knees and pray and get my glass slipper back. But everyone don't know God to know to do that. Everyone does not know to pray. And that's significant.
You're not going to play. You're going to clean. You understand me, Lillie?
Hi, this is my sister Taronda and I. We grew up together, and as I have stated before, we were like Celia and Nettie when we was kids. And I miss her, and I'm glad to see her. We've been sitting here reminiscing about a lot of things. As I stated before, we lost our parents young, and we got separated from that point. We played a lot together. We was actually really close to people try to break us apart when we was kids, but we passed that point in life. Anything that you want to say to Rhonda?
I'm just glad to see my sister. Like I said before, I'm glad to see she's doing well and everything. But as a childhood, I do remember us having some good times and how even whatever we went through, my sister always had my back, even though she was the younger sister. Everybody thought she was older, but just some of the good times that we had and sharing and different things when we did have tragedies in the family, be able to come together and everything with times like that and to reminisce and tell the truth in love. That's a good thing when we can share things in love. And I'm just glad to see her today. And I remember Lillie. I don't know if you remember this, Lillie.
What?
I remember as a child, you instilling into me. Now you would say things about me, but I remember one time you telling
Tell the
me,
truth.
"Beauty is as beauty does." Do you remember that?
I used to say that, but they said it today, and I'd be like, how do they know to say that? Because I used to say that as a kid, and they say that now, and I'm like, I used to say that as a kid.
Right, and then
And I
really
was
later
terrible,
in
so
life.
beauty wasn't with me, then that was bad. But go
But
ahead.
later in life, Lily, I really realized what
Mhm.
that meant
Mhm.
is that I make me.
Mhm.
And so I have to appreciate you for that because I had to learn that whatever I do in life and experience with myself, that it did make me beautiful.
Yeah.
And I have to thank you for that.
You're
Really,
welcome.
from my
You're
heart.
welcome. And we haven't seen each other in a while, but we are seeing each other, and it's just that to make people understand more what I'm saying about Celia and Nettie, we were so close. Like Celia and Nettie played You and I Must Never Part. We used to play Chili Chili Bang Bang sitting on the fence.
Shouting in the
Yes,
backyard.
uh-huh. It's just we had a hard childhood, but we were still inseparable. And I feel like we're still that way today, even though we got separated as kids due to, not our parents dying and everything. But we still are still inseparable because the conversations we're sitting and having today, it just really touches me. Some of them are touching, could make me sad, but I'm not allowing them to make me sad. I'm just not going to allow them to make me sad because I'm growing and I'm growing in Christ, so things don't affect me as much.
But that's a good thing because what don't kill us can really make us stronger,
Mhm.
Lily. And I've always really seen that in you is
Mhm.
strength to endure and get through
Mhm.
whatever you went through. And
Mhm.
actually, you don't even know. At times, you inspire me.
Thank you. Well, thank you. And the thing is, y'all, having strength is important, but a lot of things I suppress things and I put bandages over them. So it was strength from Christ, but a lot of it was bandages too.
And I can understand that. Because, like you said, you didn't remember a lot of things. And if you don't remember, you don't know how to deal with
Yeah.
things. So, Band Aid would be appropriate. But I thank God for the place you at now, a place that want to be healed, that want to be whole for yourself, and to be a blessing to other women and other people that's out there to know that there's healing. There's nothing that we can go through that we cannot experience healing.
Okay. Taronda, do me a favor. Tell them a little bit more about yourself. Like how long you've been a minister, and when did you become a minister?
Actually, 4 years before I became a minister, I knew I was going to go into ministry. But in 2008, I became an ordained minister, and as 2014, April the 13th, I'm also an elder in the church. But I want people to know that ministry is every day.
Yeah.
That's what I thank God for. My ministry actually starts before you ever ordain, because ministry is every day, as into if it's somebody you may need to give a smile to or give a hug, like you, Lillie. You out here purposely want to be able to bless somebody, and a lot of people think that means the big things or being able to give money and to do things, and that's not the case. Sometimes it is what we're doing today, to be able to reminisce and get together and talk about truth, that it makes each other whole, or that smile or that hug, the little things in life that you do generally and sincerely. That's what means.
And as I have gotten older and gone through this process, even from at 38 when I was thinking about committing suicide, and God took me to that pivotal moment, and people say it's strange, but it was something that had to happen. It wasn't a good thing. No, suicide is not a good thing. But I had to deal with what was going on inside of me. It sounds crazy, but I had a lot inside that had to come out. And I'm glad all those things happened, because it brought me to come back home, and I got to see. This has been the best weekend I've had in a long time. It's better than taking a vacation to the Bahamas. It's better than any gift somebody can give me. This weekend, you just don't understand. It's been beautiful to me. I've been telling Icky that all day, all weekend. This has been a beautiful weekend for me.
Well, let me share something with you that I told my sons. If you can be stable in your mind, there's nothing you can't do. And a lot of people don't understand your mental capabilities take you where you want to go.
And the thing is, right now in this moment, I tell people, and I put on Facebook, a lot of things are happening. It's not happening with money. It's favor from God.
Wow. Now that'll preach.
And a lot of things that's happening since I started this journey, which anything in life is beautiful from Christ. But lately, a lot of things that are happening, I hadn't had the money. Do I look like I got a whole bunch of money? People don't know better. But the thing is, the favor is of Christ. There's a lot of people in Atlanta know it's a lot of stuff happening. They be asking me, how do you do this? How do you do this? And how do you get in this? It's been nothing but God. And I'm going to tell you, I should be tired somewhere in the bed. This whole weekend I've been doing stuff to build this thing what I'm doing for the purple Cinderella. But it's been nothing but God, favor. And I'm so glad this weekend happened, because I'm going to tell you something. I had a headache so bad Friday I was not going to get on the road. You know, the devil started doing things.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I said, I don't care, God. I'm getting on this road. I said, God, give me the strength to make it to South Carolina and do what I need to do. Because as I stated to you, everything that's going on, I'm not getting paid for none of this. I'm doing this because I want to be able to help people tell my story. There's so many people out there like me that need healing. I'm going through a healing process. God has healed certain things in my life already, but I'm still going through the healing process. But there's people out there, they need somebody to open up the gateway so they can talk, because they're scared to talk. A lot of people would never talk about things that happened in their childhood. And when you don't talk about things, it makes you a mess inside. I went on 38 years a mess inside. I was crazy. I'm gonna be honest. I was just a crazy mess inside. And even through my childhood, like I discussed with Tasha, I would make up so much crazy lies. I was acting out from things from my childhood, but I didn't even realize now I'm grown. I look at it. I was a mess. I was a total mess.
But you said the key word was.
Yes.
You've come to the conclusion that those actions didn't make you who you were.
Yeah.
That's why you kept searching for something that this is not it. This is not all of me. And I wanted to revert back to something that you said, and I don't know if you remember that I will share this as a childhood, that at 13 that I tried to take my life. Do you remember?
I remember. You brought it back to my memory. 2013. Remember I told you I didn't even remember so much. You said March 2013, Taronda, when I was driving back to Atlanta. I talked to you the whole time. I was going back to Atlanta. We was on the phone 2.5 hours. I didn't remember. Yeah. Because I made myself not remember things. Because I tell Chelsea, if I would have remembered those things, I would have been crazy. I'm just being honest. I would have not raised her to Rhonda. I would have just been a terrible parent if I dealt with what was going on inside. I couldn't. You know, when I was thinking about committing suicide, Chelsea was off at school at Georgia, living on campus at Georgia State. Either she probably was at Benedict at that time. I think she was at Georgia State. She wasn't living with me. I went through that situation. Nobody was there with me. I didn't know what to do, but I knew I needed to pray. I knew that. And I tell people, I thank God that my father made us go to church all the time, because he wouldn't have, I wouldn't have known to pray. I probably would have killed myself. I'm just being honest. I probably would have killed myself.
Yeah, that's the blessing in the positive in the word of God in you. But let me tell you my little story. Yours is kind of different. Well, I didn't leave the church, but the church went in me. I was in church because Daddy made us go to church, but I still was on my way. We was gonna be real to hell, meaning, like you said earlier, we was discussing some things with the facade of, cause I go to church, everything is okay. Yeah. But because the word of God still is deposited in me, now I can live that way. That makes a difference.
And the thing I say from my pivotal moment of 38 years old when that incident happened with me, now I live. And my friend Nina Tucker, and I haven't seen you in a while. How many years it has been?
Oh gosh, really? It's been, I can't remember. It's been
a long time. But we still look young and beautiful. But Nina played a big, important part in my life growing up as a young girl. We were on the choir together at Mount Zion before it became Mount Zion Full Gospel. We used to go spend the night at Nina's house, and going to you guys' house was like an scapegoat for us. Y'all didn't even know it. It was a scapegoat for me and Rhonda, which I know you probably didn't know it because you didn't know what was going on in our household. So one thing I want to do is thank you, and even though your mom and your family is not here, I want to thank you guys for being there for Rhonda and I when we was young, because the things that were going on in their household, anytime we went somewhere else to somebody else's household, it was a blessing to us. Y'all don't even know it. It was a big blessing because we felt safe in somebody's household when you're supposed to feel safe in your own household. And even though my father made us go to church, my father never touched us. No, he didn't do that. But even though he made us go to church all the time, hell was in the home. And it's amazing the things that go on in the household. Your friends don't even know what's going on. And y'all knew us very well since we was young. And your mother didn't know it. Even the pastor of our church at the time, they didn't know it because somebody told me they ended up talking to him. She didn't know it. Anyway, but I used to spend the night at that house too when I was little. But anytime we went to anybody's house, it was like a safe haven. Wow. And it was, and I appreciate your mom, your brothers, and all them. And we had some of the best times, from singing on the choir, hanging out at your house. It was just good times. And Nina was a great singer. She can sing. You sing just a little bit.
Lily.
I'll put you on the spot.
Oh my gosh.
You don't do that.
I wouldn't even know what to sing.
I don't know. We used to sing songs like, I'm looking for a miracle. You remember that song? What was something we used to like? Let's see.
Oh God.
Because you was a big part of my church life.
We used to sing on the choir. Oh man.
Oh God, it's been so long.
It's been so long.
If anybody asks you where I'm going to something, I'm going up yonder. It's so long. But I'm trying to think about all them old songs or better songs.
Lillie, I don't know what you think you're doing. You better work. If you want to be something, you better pay attention. And you better get your lesson. You better work hard. You ain't going to be nothing no way. What's my name? I'm your mama. You understand me? And you better call me mama. Now what you gonna call me? I'm your mama.
You ain't my mama.
What? I am your mama. And you better call me mama.
I said you ain't my mama.
For the very last time, little girl.
Met at Spartanburg Tech. We were both going to school. I was so proud of her because she was paying out of pocket. I had a Pell Grant. I thought that was just motivation right there that I wanted to go, but she wanted to go that bad that she would pay out of her pocket.
Hi, this is my girlfriend Trudy Smith. We went to Spartanburg Community College together, which back then was Spartanburg Tech. We were very close then, we're close now. I tell her some of like my deepest secrets that I may not even tell anybody else. And I know that I don't have to worry about it getting back to me. We go way back. I actually knew her when I was younger, a young teen. We was back in our days of, doing things we shouldn't have been doing as teenagers, but it's called survival. And we went to Spartanburg Tech together, as I stated. We had how many classes? We had a lot of
We
classes.
had a lot of
together.
classes together because they
Yeah.
was all tied in to
To the program that
we
was in.
taking. Yeah.
She was there for me when I was going to Spartanburg Tech. My apartment caught on fire. I woke up, me and my boyfriend, in the middle of the night, and the ceiling was on fire. And Trudy, you was really good to me. Y'all gave me stuff. The school and Trudy, you guys gave me stuff to help kind of get back together. And I appreciate that. And I love
You're
you.
welcome.
So Trudy, discuss a little bit about Miss Young, Lillie Young.
Very talented, outgoing, go-getter, love finding things in life. And there's nothing wrong with that. I always had the cutest car.
Well, thank you, Miss Trudy.
I always had the cutest car. I loved your little BMW.
I love that too,
Red.
but you can't put nothing in
And you kept saying
it. You
that.
can't put nothing in it. Just pretty. That's all.
Then you went to Lexus. And you just a go-getter. And your
Thank
Mustang, oh Lord, that was the bomb.
And that's the car I totaled in Atlanta. I flipped over
when you moved to Atlanta.
hydroplane in the air 3 times, flipped over 3 times, and it landed back on the tires. I had one little scratch on my nose. My whole window was shattered. I had one scratch on my nose, and
You
my
had
glass was still
passengers
on.
too in the car.
I had people in the car, but nobody got hurt.
That's a
The
blessing.
car was totaled, though.
That's God. honey.
That was God.
That was
I got
God.
9 lives. That's why I tell people I got 9 lives. What else, Trudy? Would you like
you
to
would
say?
do my nails. I could go to you and get my nails
And I would
done.
even come to your job and do your nails. I think I came to the job.
And we would go to
did your nails.
lunch. Coleman, honey,
Yeah.
would take us out to eat.
I missed that. I like free food.
Because he would take us to nice places.
Yeah.
He just wanted to be in company of some lovely women. That's all.
That's all that was.
That's all. Old man. And you always been a real nice dresser. But I've seen you as a little girl. I would see you at the mall with your sisters. I assume they were your sisters.
Yeah.
But I think one of them kind of favored you. That's why I thought
That's
that
my
was
older
your
sister.
And you was so pretty, that long, pretty
Thank
hair. And you always was dressed to the nines. But
Thank you.
and like I said, I had always seen you, and we always traveled in the same circle, but we just wasn't friends.
Back then.
Yeah.
But I'm
we
glad
became
that we
friends.
became friends at Spartanburg Tech. So how did we end up hanging together? 'Cause I don't understand how did we just clicked.
Well, you knew I was looking for a job,
Yeah.
and that's how I got my first clerical job after I finished tech the first time after we
Yeah.
graduated. And I worked there 4 years before I left there. Because I was just trying to build my resume, and
Yeah.
really, you are part of my success. And
I
getting
feel like
the
you're a
job
part of my
that-
success too, because when I moved to Atlanta, you kept some of my stuff here. And once I was really settled in and knew what I wanted to do, you allowed me to come back and get it. Because some people, you can leave stuff, they might not,
to go through it and stuff
Mhm.
like
You might
that. And
not
I
even
had
get it.
been through that and seen people do that. And the place I'm at in my life now is I can't do stuff like
Yeah.
that. Now,
And
I
you like
can't
me, I'm
say
scared to
20
come
years
back
ago,
on me.
yeah.
I'm too
20
scared.
years ago, I might would have, you
Yeah.
know. But 2,500 times has passed. But I just couldn't do that. You know, I didn't bother your stuff, honey. Once you closed that door, I never went back in there till you came back to get it. Because it really was nothing in there that was mine.
Yeah.
There's no need of me bothering it.
Yeah.
And married woman with a child, that's not the example I wanted to set for my
For
child.
Shay.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
I wouldn't bother your stuff.
But I want to say I appreciate you doing it. And to me, I always looked at you were a stepping stone to me getting there, getting situated. And then, like, I would call you, listen to my,
would talk
things I would go
hours.
through in Atlanta. Because it wasn't an easy journey to move somewhere I knew anybody. I didn't know anybody. It wasn't an easy journey, but I'm glad I did move because I have grown a lot by
Yeah.
moving away. And like you are originally from here, Woodruff. I'm originally from Spartanburg, South Carolina, but yet and still, we still became friends.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because really, Woodruff is just outside of Spartanburg.
Is it Spartanburg County?
Yeah, it's Spartanburg
Okay,
County.
I thought it was
Mhm.
probably Spartanburg County.
And like, I knew a lot of people from Spartanburg because I would go to vocational school.
Yeah.
And that's how I met a lot of people from Spartanburg.
Mhm.
And my dad was from Spartanburg, so a lot of people I had played with as kids.
Yeah.
And then we just got grown and we just still was in that same circle. There's a lot of people I met through my dad, my
Mhm.
stepdad, and that's why I know so many people.
Well, let me ask you this. Whenever I would talk about parts of my childhood, how did it affect you? How did it make you feel?
I would just feel sorry for you that you went through that, but then it also made me feel grateful for my childhood because I would think my childhood was bad, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I would hear your story and I'd be like, well, it wasn't so bad. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
And I hate to see people go through that. And I've
Mhm.
met several people that had that same childhood,
Mhm.
and I see the effects that it has on you growing up or being an adult.
Yeah.
And it takes you long time to grow and come to grips with your
Yeah.
past, and where you can just move on.
That's true. It's true. And the main reason that I am telling my story is because I want to help other people and their kids that may be going through it. It's adults that have not healed yet from it. I'm still in the healing process, but I want to really tell my story because there's people out there that are afraid to tell their story. They are afraid because they have been told to not tell what's going on, and their parents have just swept it all under the rug. And that's what happened to me as a child. And it all came up on me at 38 years old. And that's why I'm sitting in my chair today and I'm doing this. Because me, I look at it that parents don't sweep things under the rug. Because later on, your child can either commit suicide or end up on drugs or kill somebody.
Or
So
themselves.
themselves, that's what, yeah, commit
Mhm.
suicide. So it's imperative that the parents, when your child is acting out in school or any kind of way, sit down and talk to them and try to figure out why are they acting out.
Met at Spartanburg Tech. We were both going to school. I was so proud of her because she was paying out of pocket. I had a Pell Grant. I thought that was just motivation right there that I wanted to go, but she wanted to go that bad that she would pay out of her pocket.
I'm sitting here with one of my good friends, Monique Farr. I used to live with them when I was like 13, 14, somewhere along there. And I was living with them because my parents were dead and I no longer was living with my sister. So I went to live with them. They took me in. They was great, beautiful people. We had so many fun times when we was little. So Monique, let them know a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Monique, and like Lillie said, we did grow up together. We did a lot of things in our childhood together. She stayed with us for a little while, and while she was staying with us, she was like my sister, because we did almost everything together. When you seen one of us, you seen both of us together.
Yeah.
They used to call us Icky and Lillie. Icky
Mhm.
and Lillie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did have good
Silly
times.
Lily and Icky. That's what they
Yeah.
call me. Silly Lily and Icky.
So we did have a bunch of good times growing up together, going to school together. We did. Um, she stayed with us for a little while.
On and off.
Yeah, on and off.
Every time if I go stay somewhere, they'll let me come back.
Oh,
and most
yes.
people don't
Oh,
do
yes.
that.
Oh yes.
But we used to like do a lot of things when we was young. We would get into places we weren't supposed to be into. We was
All
under
the
21. We was getting into places that you had to be 21, but we were so smooth back then. We had a lot of fun
We
then.
did.
Life
We
is a
did.
little different now.
We did.
And I would say actually going to live with them, it helped me to escape a lot of things that was in my mind. So we did a lot of stuff we didn't supposed to be doing. And where we are now, we're in Spartanburg. Of course, she still lives here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And I come home to visit everyone and just enjoy myself. I get to catch up with people I haven't seen in a long time. And her and I haven't seen each other in a long time. So this is going to be something good for us to do together. We went out to eat together earlier,
had
which
a
we used
good
to do
time.
that all the time.
Right.
And I'll be honest, we used to go out to eat when we was younger. We was something else. I can't tell y'all. Those
Yeah.
things we get in trouble.
Yeah, we don't want the world to know.
No, But as I was just showing her the Next Up magazine article, I'm in their magazine. This is their fall issue that I was in. Me and the girls from the first documentary that I filmed, The Purple Cinderella. Okay, it's not showing. But anyway, I'm also in the summer issue of Next Up magazine. I will show that another time. But the Purple Cinderella, it's about my life. She played a big part in my life, and I was grateful to have her in my life. And it's a blessing for her to do this with me now. And her family welcomed me in at a time when one of my relatives didn't want us no more. So I went to live with them. We actually met in elementary, at Chapman Elementary. And I won't lie, at Chapman Elementary, I was something else. Because when you grow up in an abusive home, and this is signs of abuse, when a child is acting out, parents pay attention. That's telling you something is going on with your child. Don't sweep it under the rug. Talk to that child and try to find out what's going on. Because when I was in school, my behavior was out of control. I won't lie, I would fight, tell lies, different things, because I was just going through so much as a child, and I didn't know how to deal with those emotions. And when you don't know how to deal with stuff, you're going to act out. So the reason why I'm mentioning this, because I want the parents and aunts and uncles that keep kids to pay attention to what the behaviors are of a child. Because my behaviors were something else. When I went to school, I was getting in trouble a lot. When I would go to school and play with other kids, I would make up little lies that I do this, I do that. None of it was true. It's just that because I didn't have anything growing up as a child, I make believe a lot. But like when I went to live with them, they had all the glamorous clothes and everything. And we are so silly when we was young. What did we call ourselves, Icky? The pretty girls.
The pretty girls. I remember going to school and we had some sweatshirts. Red and I think they was red and white sweatshirts, and we had pretty girls put on the back of them, and then some had New Edition put on the back of them. So growing up, we did have, it was.
And I used to wear that clothes because I didn't have a lot of clothes. I didn't have parents, and my sister never would buy me clothes. She would get my check every month, but I never got any other clothes. But we had some good times, even though it was hard times for me because I didn't have like someone to really go to, even though they welcome me into their family. It's nothing like having your own relatives. I don't care who comes in and help you. It's nothing like having your own relative. You can go live with someone, they can show you a lot of love, but it's nothing like having your own relatives. And I appreciate them welcoming me into their house and everything, but I used to always want my own. Like when they had their moms, no lie, I wish I had a mom. I never had a mom, so when I would see people in there with their moms, I wanted that.
But you know, my grandma, she
did.
took you in like you was her own. You know what I'm saying?
Fed me and all. I used to like to eat a lot. I still eat a lot. We just finished eating.
Yeah,
we
sure did. Two stuff. But yeah, I love Lillie. This is my girl.
I love her.
Always be my girl.
I know. Make sure I post a picture of her and I, because we got a picture together. And I just posted on Instagram yesterday. And I got a lot of comments on it. One guy got on my nerves. He said, "Why do you look so different?" I still look the same, honey.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you still the pretty Lillie that I know.
Yeah, he gonna get me messed up talking about me. But I'm still silly Lillie, and she's still icky, even though we now Lillie Young and Monique Parr. I was silly Lillie, and she was icky.
And now we are grown and sexy.
That's right,
two
grown
mature
and sexy.
women.
But like when I went to live with them, sometimes I would tell you certain little things about my child. I know I didn't tell you guys much because we all had our own personal things going on for us to be young. But living with you guys really meant a lot to me. Because even though I had an older sister, she wasn't there for me. You know, like I live with y'all and I wanted some of my money. She was getting my check every month and she wouldn't give me none of it. She was getting it every month. And I would ask for it because you can probably remember some of the times I want some of my money. She wouldn't even give me none of my money. I appreciate you guys allowing me to come live with y'all and feeding me because y'all don't have to do that. at all, and that really means a lot to me. I know one day on Facebook I told Monica how much it meant to me that y'all allowed me to come live with you guys, because some people won't do stuff like that.
And see, we're the type of family, we're not going to turn our back on
Yeah.
anybody. You know, we're a loving family, and like I said, when you came and stayed with us, I think that helped me out too, because you was there with me.
Yeah.
And you did a lot of things together. You
Yeah.
know, because Monica and her
Shonda,
people, they had their own crowd, so it was like.
And we were even though we were close to the age, you and I, they're a little older than you and I, but we were closer to age, and we weren't as hip as they were. I started trying to be hip, but I was a little slow to it. I didn't know the game well enough.
And then I can recall when they would get like rides and stuff from school, and we were still on the school bus.
On the bus. Oh my God, I remember that. And how they gonna leave us and we all supposed to be cool?
Yep.
Girl, oh, those were the fun days. Yeah.
Girl, I remember like it was yesterday.
Girl, you got a good memory. I forgot about that we used to catch the bus. I hated catching the bus.
Girl, me too, huh?
Riding the school bus ain't no fun. If you ain't never had to do it, you better thank God. It's hot on those school buses. Do they have air conditioning on the school bus? Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
And that's why I think my daughter, she hates riding the bus. And me, I get up every morning and take her to catch the bus.
Yep.
So we did have some good times, and then along with them good times, we might have some bad times again with them.
But you know what? Through you and my friendship, we never fell out.
We didn't, did we?
We have never had an argument ever.
Never.
That is something. This girl and I, we have never had an argument ever, and I've been knowing her since elementary school.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Because usually when you have friends, you're gonna have some differences in the friendship. We never had an argument.
Never. I can even remember that when we went and took some pictures before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you
That's the picture I'm gonna post. I post on Instagram yesterday, but I'm gonna use that picture for this. I got the, we had them green.
Yep.
Girl, I'm gonna show you that on my Instagram. I post that picture. I be posting that picture a lot. It's in my phone. I'm gonna tell you how I got that picture, but Nikki, I believe. But Nikki posted on Instagram and Facebook. That's how I got that picture.
Yeah.
And I had that picture at home in my daughter's room. She got all my old pictures in her room. I'm using that.
See, I got all my pictures too. That we used to take and stuff. Because I remember we used to go out to Hillcrest Mall.
Oh yeah, that was the richer kind of area. Hillcrest was the more uppity side of town. Yeah, I remember that. We used to love to go to Hillcrest Mall. That was the mall. Now it's all kind of different stores. Now, isn't it?
I remember we used to go to the corn dog place.
Oh, girl, yes, they put lemonade.
Oh, girl.
That lemonade was so good. Oh, my God, that was some of the best
Yes,
lemonade.
it was.
I'm sitting here reminiscing. Those were really the good times. And when you get grown, life sits in and reality sits in. That's when there's a lot of work and responsibility.
That's right, a lot.
We thought we was doing something back then, going to Hillcrest Mall. That was
we
the
was,
uppity side of town. Yeah, we was. Shoot. And even though I used to borrow y'all clothes, we had some of the best clothes. They thought we had a bunch of money.
And we didn't.
I was borrowing their clothes.
We didn't.
I miss her there. And then, you know, Monica used to work at Red Lobster. And we'd go to eat free food.
Yeah.
Oh, those were the days.
You remember her and Shelley staying in the corner pocket?
Yeah, we used to go. That was a nice area. They would go there in the Richie neighborhood. We would sleep on the floor, and we thought we was doing something. Yeah. And Mariah Carey, that's why I named my daughter Chelsea Mariah Young. Mariah Carey song, I Had a Vision of Love. Oh, you taking me back, girl. Those were the good times. Those were the happy times. And I'm telling you, it helped me escape from the reality of my childhood. It really did. Because if I hadn't have met you guys and had an escape goal, I'd probably be crazy. Because when you have a lot of stuff going on inside and you don't share with people, you're actually going crazy inside, and then it just rises up and rises up. So that's what happened to me at 38 years old. It rose up on me when I was 38 years old. But I enjoyed those times. But we're going to cut it short. This is Lillie Young, the Purple Cinderella, and Monique Ford, Silly Lillie, and Icky. Thank you.
I have landed in Oklahoma City to see my daughter. I am excited to see her. I miss her and I love her. On the Wings of Love, the Purple Cinderella. On the Wings of Love, the Purple Cinderella.
This is my daughter that we're having family day. Her graduation is tomorrow. She's in the Army National Guard. I'm proud of her. And my journey with Christ is to get out and let people know about his word and let people know that he works in mysterious ways and he sent everyone on a special journey. He has a purpose for each and every one of you.
Hey, my name is Wanda Brewer. I live in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I've been knowing Lillie for over 20 years. She has always been a close friend of mine. We met when I was maybe 13 or so.
Hi, my name is Asia Woodridge, and I am the Purple Cinderella. Hi, my name is Ava Madison Monger. I am the Purple Cinderella. I'm Michaela Grace Thompson, and I'm the Purple Cinderella. My name is Sophia Gutierrez Hurst, and I am the Purple Cinderella.